Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk about some Victoria's Secret body mists. I'm trying to pick up the box without breaking it. So these are the ones that I'm going to talk about today. Let's roll the intro and get into this video super quick. I realized something this time. I bought these body mists when the $14.99 sale came up, and the realization was that buy 3 in 3,999 is a better deal because 3,999 divided by 3 is equal to 1,333, guys. It's 1,333, which means we are almost saving on $100 on each body mist, which is like if you want to buy 3 or you have eyes on more than 1 fragrances, then you definitely end up saving more in the buy for 3,999 sale. So let's just get started with all the fragrances that I have here. And the first one, and which I was personally very curious about because everybody raves about it so much, and I wanted to know that what is so special about it. And I am talking about the original Bare Vanilla, and instead of getting the original Bare Vanilla, I got the Shimmer one because I don't have too many Shimmer body mists, and since I had an option in the sale time for this one to be in a Shimmer variant, so I just picked up the Shimmer one. I have to say that it does smell like a simple sweet vanilla, but there is something about it. It's not just your regular sweet pantry vanilla sort of fragrance. It is sweet, but it has a warmth to it, a little light and airy, but still warm and sweet at the same time with kind of a fuzziness in the background. This is so yummy, guys, and this is so it's sexy of its own type, and I can't deny that fact. And I understand now that why everybody loves this one so much. I am enjoying it through and through because, in my personal opinion, this is more of a summer season. If you want to smell like vanilla in summer season but don't want to smell sickly sweet but still want to put on a soft and sweet and fuzzy sort of vanilla fragrance, this will just turn out perfect for you. I just personally feel that yes, it is like an all-weather vanilla fragrance, and if you're a sweet fragrance lover, you can definitely put this one on in the summertime and for the rest of the seasons as well for sure, and it's great for layering. And the only downside, and I just personally felt this way, that it does not last very long. On my skin, it stays for 2 hours, and if I put it on both on my skin and my clothes and hair and everything, then it goes on for like around 3.5-4 hours, nothing more than that. It completely disappears on me after that, or maybe my nose just goes blind for it, because so many people who complain that I put on a fragrance, I do not smell it on myself after a certain time, or maybe like 30 minutes, probably because your nose is going blind to that fragrance. People around you might be able to smell it on you, but you will not be able to smell it on yourself because you have been putting on that fragrance and it's very close to your nostrils, and for that particular fragrance your nose goes blind, nose goes numb to it. That's why you're unable to smell it on yourself in most cases. That happens with me as well, guys. I am no exception. So yes, because on the 4th hour mark, I asked my husband if he could smell anything on me, and he was like, yes, it's a very subtle sort of fragrance around you that's smelling really nice. So I'm sure that he was smelling it on me, but I was not smelling it on myself on the 4th hour mark. Pleasant and slightly sexy, and it's very beautiful, and it's totally worth all the hype. Not something too much out of the box, not something crazy, but just the perfect, beautiful, and not very girly, to be honest. It's more like a sexy and womanly vanilla, simple vanilla fragrance in my opinion. And moving on, I've just spoken too much about this one. Next up, I have Amber Romance, and I was curious about this one because Kasaya, you guys know I have always been very honest in front of you, and I think she either compared it to Bonbon or maybe Manifesto, I'm not sure, but to me it smells like a floral which is light and lifted, and it has slight sugary sweetness to it and some warmth to it as well at the same time. But it's not a super warm or dense sort of fragrance at all. It's more of a summer sunset kind of a fragrance. Nice, it's okay, but it has failed to blow my mind or have failed to impress me too much. Because I'll tell you what, on the first spray it does smell nice, but it is not my fault that the mosquito repellent and the bug spray companies are doing so well in the fragrance area in India, and it kind of smells like, on my skin personally, I am not saying that it is going to turn out like that for everyone, but on my skin it slight bit reminds me of Goodnight liquid, which is the liquid refill for Goodnight mosquito repellent. So it kind of reminds me of that, and I just don't want to smell like that. It does not work out for me if something smells like something so common which is used in every household. So I can't smell like that. On my skin it does turn out to be like that, so it's not for me. I am not saying that it's not for anybody else out there. Probably it'll turn out like something else on you, and I am so disappointed. Just can't fabricate it. You know me for that. I can't fabricate it. If it does remind me of Goodnight, it does. Moving on, I picked up Warm and Cozy, and I was again very, very interested in this fragrance because it sounds like it will have everything that I want in a fragrance. Again, a floral, and it has the notes of soft vanilla, toasted coconut, and passion fruit. But trust me, it does have a bit of floral in it. It has a bit of citrusiness in the opening, but the kind of citrusiness like orange juice smells like it has this orangey juicy citrusiness in the opening, which kind of adds a slight freshness to it and lifts it a little. Sweet toasted coconut fragrance, and that coconut, I noticed that it develops more on the skin and less on the clothes. Even on the fuzzy clothes, the winter clothes, it does not develop that much as much it develops on the skin. So I really like the fact that that coconut is shining on the skin more. Yeah, so it's sweet, it's vanillic, still a little florally in the background, which is kind of giving it a lightness. Vanilla and toasted coconut and passion fruit is kind of making it a very, very beautiful, warm and cozy sort of fragrance. It's a beautiful fragrance to be putting on for going to bed, maybe 10-15 minutes before going to bed, so that oranginess in it settles down a little and it turns into a warm and cozy fragrance on you. So yeah, it's great, it's beautiful. It's not a super warm or super dense sort of fragrance. It's like a light, warm, airy sort of fragrance. It's nothing like a dense winter or a heavy, sweet winter fragrance at all. I think it's just the color of it explains it quite well. The only problem that I'm having is that the cap from the inside, like one of the locks on the inside is broken, so it's not fitting really well. But I don't mind that because I'll have to keep it like this, so I would not mind that. And I am really liking it, but it does not last very long. It can last long on your winter clothes, but does not develop as a very, very warm or toasted coconut fragrance on clothes, to be honest. If you put it on your skin, that would be better. And on the skin, it just stays for 2.5-3 hours max, and I could not smell it on myself after that. Still, it is kind of a nice stay at home or going to bed sort of fragrance. If you're looking for a fragrance for going out, it will not solve the purpose for sure. Next up, I have Soft and Dreamy. And so again, I was just curious, okay? I was just curious because these two fragrances, I had my eyes on them for a very, very long time and I just got curious, that's why. And Soft and Dreamy is through and through a floral fragrance. It's a bright and light floral fragrance, which is soft, which is kind of bright, and it has the notes of violet petals, fresh peonies, and sun-kissed wood. It's a very Victoria's Secret typical girly soft floral kind of fragrance in my opinion. It has failed to blow my mind or to impress me enough. I just feel that I have smelled something like this in the past from Victoria's Secret. It also kind of reminded me of the not exactly, but had the kind of sourness in it that the Very Sexy line has. on the first spray, it does come off as a sour floral fragrance. Do I like it enough? I think I would rather like to smell it on a school going girl or a college going girl. It could be a good gift for a school going girl, maybe, or for a teenager, and for, I don't know, somebody going to college. And it does last for around 3-4 hours if you spray it on your clothes. It does last longer than warm and cozy, but it's not my personal favorite or my personal pick kind of fragrance because it's through and through floral, and in fact, I do not smell the woodiness in it. I rather smell the sour floraliness in it, which I'm not a huge fan of. It just comes off as a generic Victoria's Secret fragrance to me. I'm like meh about it, so nothing too great. And the last one, and the fragrance that made me put another order because it was launched after I had bought my stuff, and that is Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla Untamed. You might think that I'm going crazy over Bare Vanilla, but I don't know. I am a sweet fragrance girl. Any sweet fragrance just turns out beautiful on me and just develops really nice on me. And they are my safe pick kind of fragrances. I was just very curious that what Bare Vanilla Untamed is going to smell like. Also, I don't want to miss out on picking up the flankers on Bare Vanilla because I personally love Bare Vanilla Decadent so much. I have planned a different video for comparing all the Bare Vanillas that I have, so I'll definitely do that. Bare Vanilla Untamed has the vanilla elixir and apple blossom in it, and I have to say that this is original Bare Vanilla but richer and denser. Has this sweet boozy floraliness to it, which comes off boozy initially, and that too very slightly boozy. It's not like a through and through boozy fragrance in the opening, but then it does come off as a sweet boozy, slightly boozy fragrance in the opening, but then settles to be like a deep rich Bare Vanilla fragrance. It has the brown sugar note to it. It just has that, dark, slightly dark sugary feel to it, or maybe it's the apple blossom which is mixing in with the original Bare Vanilla fragrance and making it smell like that. This is richer and denser, more autumn and fall appropriate in comparison to Bare Vanilla Original. If you already have Bare Vanilla Original, you just want a longer lasting version of it, because if that stays for around, let's say, 3-4 hours on me, this one definitely, even if it stays for the exact amount of time, it projects so much more. Like, its projection is more than the original Bare Vanilla, and I could actively smell it on myself when I was wearing this the other day. So I have to say that my personal pick would be this instead of the original Bare Vanilla. This could be your evening fragrance. It is not some, or if you are a super sweet fragrance lover, then this could be your daytime fragrance as well. But if you are in an area where you experience different seasons and you go through the transitions, this could be a very beautiful transitioning period vanilla fragrance for sure. These are all the fragrances I got from Victoria's Secret this time, and they also sent a card for the new introductory fragrance, which is Bare. So I'm not sure if they come up with a body mist in it. I might pick it up because I just personally feel that the prices on perfumes are just way too high on Victoria's Secret, and they shouldn't be that high. I don't know, for some reason I feel that way. But my personal picks that I would really like to use and keep from this entire range are these three, which is Untamed, Bare Vanilla Original, and Warm and Cozy. You can definitely skip Warm and Cozy because, this is the pink line, and pink line is not known for staying for too long. So I don't know, if you want something to really stay on you, then these two. And if you live in a hot area, then pick up the original one. If you're not a super sweet fragrance lover, then pick up the original one. But if you want a darker, richer feel to it, then pick up the Untamed one. And it's a very, very new release right now. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found something helpful in it. And if you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.